Okay, so we are back for another sports betting. This Monday, the January the 6th, I'm going to share with you in this video my top 4 value sports bets. For the games today, we're going to be looking at numerous leagues. We're going to be looking at the Premier League, La Liga, the Championship, also looking at Serie A in that interesting game between Inter Milan and AC Milan. But firstly, let's recap yesterday and this morning, because we had a bet in the Australian A-League, which we've been absolutely cashing in on all season. So in total, I'm going to pop the bets up on the video. So we had 3 bets yesterday, 2 wins, 1 loss, and we cashed in the Australian A-League this morning. So our last past 4 bets, 3 wins, 1 loss. We've been absolutely killing it. That winner in the Man United in the Liverpool and Manchester United game yesterday was at 3 odds. So we gained 9 units on that bet because we had 3 units on that bet in total. I'm going to be advising to stick 2 units per bet because we've got quite a lot of volume today. So we're going to be sticking 2 units across all 4 bets. Hopefully we can carry on this really good run. We are so close to 150 units for the season. Coming off an absolute heater over Christmas as well. Over the festive period, we made a nice amount of units. So let's get into it. Let's get into the purpose for this video. I'm going to start in the Inter Milan and AC Milan game. Very simple bet at 3 odds as well. Very, very good odds on this bet. Only 3 sections. I'm going to be taking over 0 goals for Inter Milan. Over 2 corners for AC Milan. And under 6 cards in the 90 minutes. Bear in mind, this is like the FA Cup of Italy, I guess. So this could go past 90 minutes. But that card section does not count for any cards handed out over 90 minutes. And then the second bet of the day, I'm going to go to the Championship. I'm going to be looking at the game between QPR and Luton. The odds not so good, I guess you could say. But these bets come in a lot, and we put the right research on this game for me to feel very confident in this bet. So we're going to be taking first goal method to be a shot in the QPR and Luton game, similar to the bet that we cashed yesterday in the Championship. Now we're going to move on to the game between Deportivo and Real Madrid. I'm going to be taking match result to be Real Madrid. Second half result to be Real Madrid, over 2 goals for Real Madrid, and we're going to be adding a section from the game between Wolverhampton and Nottingham Forest, no red card. And now let's move on to the game between Wolverhampton and Nottingham Forest, and the game that I'm going to be speaking about in this video. I'm going to break down each metric and give my reasoning for picking that. So we're going to be taking match result to be draw or Forest, match range goals to be between 1 and 5, over 0 cards for Wolves, and no red card in the game. So let's take a look at the current 2 teams' form. Interesting fact, the last 5 games between these 2 teams have all been draws. Crazy. You got a 1-1 draw, 2-1, 1-1, 1-1, and then 1-1. So maybe if you want to fancy putting a draw down, go for it. But I think Forest are going to run away with this game. They are coming off really good form. Their last past 3 away games, they've won all 3 of them and only conceded 2 goals. Now Wolverhampton, on the other hand, their home form has been good, hasn't been great. They are coming off a 2-0 victory to Manchester United, but before that they lost 2-1 to Ipswich, 4-2 to Bournemouth. They had a draw in there with Crystal Palace 2-2. Let's take a little look at the goals conceded, which is pretty interesting here. In regards to Nottingham Forest playing away from home to Wolverhampton playing at home, Forest is still 46 better in terms of goals conceded. They've been having a really good season, haven't they? They currently sit 3rd in the Premier League table, and the win today will put them on level on points with Arsenal, who currently sit 2nd. I don't think a lot of people had Forest finishing in the top half of the table, let alone the top 4. Their manager has done an absolutely tremendous job with that team. Again, I wanted to go with the straight pick Forest to win, but I just thought, just to play it on the safe side, I'm going to put Forest or draw. Match range goals to be between 1 and 5 has a 92% hit ratio when putting the both teams' results home and away throughout the entire season. Also to note, just going back on what we were speaking about, Nottingham Forest is 156% better in terms of points per game than Wolves this season. Now let's take a little look at the card section that we're taking. We're taking over 0 cards for Wolves. Now Wolves, they're going to have to come out aggressive in this game if they're going to want to get absolutely anything out of this game. They're going to have to come out aggressive. They currently average 2.44 cards per game, what I'm on about. They average 2.44 cards per game, and over 0.5 cards for Wolverhampton this season has a 100% hit ratio. So we're playing with really good percentages. I do like the over 2.5 on the cards as well, if you want to go with that. That has a 95% hit ratio when putting the both teams together. Also, the over 4.5 cards has a 90% hit ratio when putting both of the teams' averages together. So there's a lot of value to be made in this game. I see a lot of people looking at both teams to score, but I don't like that. For example, the both teams to score has a probability of 59% compared to the league average of 61. It's just not enough for me to call this a value bet with a percentage like that. If you want to know the projections in regards to goals in this game, over 1.5 goals has a 90% projection, over 2.5 goals has a 64% projection, with the average amount of goals for this game being placed at 3.24. The under on the corners may be a shout, and I give my reasoning for that. The Premier League games in the Premier League average 10.79 corners per game. This game has a line of 7.24 corners per game. The under 10 corners, for example, when putting both of the teams' averages together, is only 37%. Only 37%. So maybe the under on the corners could be a good shout. I don't like the over on the corners. But over 8 corners does have a 90% hit ratio. So again, there's lots of value to be made in this game. If you could subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Slowly approaching 200 subscribers. Feel free to add my Snapchat. I will add you into a private group. Just give me a message. I will reply when I can. But other than that, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.